If you've been trying to lose weight in your 40s and you're realizing that the things that you were doing in your 30s are not as effective as they used to be, this video is for you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Nana. I've been a trainer for over 10 years. I've had 4 kids. 2 of my kids, I had to go through the process of losing the baby weight and regaining my strength, my muscle mass in my 40s. So I know what I'm talking about. I'm going to give you 3 strategies that you can start implementing right now in order to see results. So let's get right into it. The first thing you need to know is that recovery right now in our 40s hits differently. In your 30s, you might have done a HIIT workout, strength training session, and then go about your day, high energy, everything was good. Now you're starting to realize that when you work out, sometimes you're exhausted. When you go on walks, you come home and you're like, oh my God, that was a lot of work. I'm tired. Yes, you're not crazy. This is happening, and this is because of the fluctuation in your hormones. Sometimes you might feel like you have a lot of strength, and then sometimes you feel like you don't, and that's okay. Recovery here is key. And what does that look like? You know, you hear a lot of people saying, oh, make sure you get your 8 hours of sleep, 7 or 8 hours of sleep. And yes, that's important. I do recommend that you get enough sleep. But for some of us, that's just not enough. Or it might not even be possible. So what can we do? 2 things you can do here. Slow down your pace and take breaks. What does that mean? When you are actually doing the workout, you're going to give it 100% of you. You're going to lift heavy. You're going to do the exercise the way that you normally do, giving it everything you got. But your break after the set and after the round needs to be longer on those days. The dancing hormones are telling you, take a longer break. So instead of resting for 30 seconds, you might want to rest for 2 minutes. Longer rest is going to be more efficient for you. You're going to regain the strength to do that next set with everything you got, instead of just resting just a little bit and then jumping right back into it, and then you have no energy, you're exhausted. At the end of the workout, you want to make sure that you are resting as well. Don't just go about the day and do everything else that you need to do. Take a break, slow down the pace. That also applies to your day-to-day. When you're doing things around the house, things at work, make sure that you take breaks throughout the day, short breaks. You only need a few minutes to manage stress, to manage the cortisol levels, to make sure that you are taking care of your health and your well-being. You want to slow down the pace and you want to take longer breaks. Now that you know what recovery looks like in our 40s, we're going to move on to the second thing. The second thing you need to do is to increase movement in 2 fronts. You're going to walk and strength train. Strength training is what's going to give you your muscles, is what's going to give you your definition. So you want to make sure that you are strength training at least 3 times a week. In my program, we do 5 times a week. If you can't do 5 times a week, that's okay. You can still do 3 times a week, and that's enough to see results. Did you know that walking 5,000 steps a day is only considered light activity level? Great. If your goal is to lose weight, walking is a great way to do that. And you can do that different ways. You can just go on a 30-minute walk 2 to 3 times a week, or you can increase your steps throughout the day. Every step counts. Just make sure that you stay active. The third and last thing that I had to work on, and let me tell you, this one also was very humbling. The lack of clarity, the brain fog, and the mood swings affect the nutrition. How? The hormones are doing their dance and you just don't feel like cooking, you're cranky. You're not gonna wanna put in the time to actually cook something healthy. So you're gonna open the refrigerator, open the fridge, and grab whatever. What has worked for me, for those days that I have the energy, that the hormones are not doing their dance, then I prep. I cook my proteins, I cook my veggies slightly, I make sure that they still have a crunch so that there's lots of fiber, and I store them in the refrigerator and the freezer. And then for those days when I'm not feeling it, I open the refrigerator and there it is. It's you looking out for yourself for when you're having those days. We need to eat high protein, high fiber meals instead of going for the starches, the carbs, the sugar. Keeping your focus when it comes to nutrition is going to help you hit your protein goals and eat the amount of calories that you need to eat every day, ensuring that you're not under eating or overeating. You are doing this for you, so make sure that when you are feeling good and you're feeling strong and you have a lot of energy, you are taking that opportunity to do things that are going to help you when you're not feeling so good. To summarize our conversation, you need to make sure that you are taking care of your recovery, slower your pace, longer breaks, ensuring that you have movement in your day-to-day through walking, getting your steps, and strength training. And with nutrition, you want to make sure that you are staying focused, that you are eating enough protein, and that you're eating the amount of calories that you need to be eating. If you need help with that, let me know. I'm here to help you. This is not complicated. It's not impossible. I'm doing it, and you can do it too. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if you found this video useful. Like and subscribe so that you don't miss any more videos like this. Now go crush it, and I'll see you next time.